Hello and welcome back to The Witcher. I'm Chance, also known as Maras, and in the last episode session thingy, we did some things in the swamp, and including talking to a naked dryad. And if you don't know what a dryad is, it's basically a literal naked tree lady. In this universe of The Witcher, they're humans that were modified into trees by other dryads, meaning like it's an endless cycle. They steal little girls, form them into a tree, and so on and so on and so on. But the thing is, they're naked, and normally people wouldn't care in terms of recording that. Me, I was like, I've seen videos of other dryads, but the new YouTube changes kind of made it iffy. And literally, I in my editor, I saved the third episode, which is literally where you see the naked lady. I saved it until like the day of me, the day before me posting it in the editor, because I wasn't sure if I should just, export it or actually edit like the boobs out and the actual crotch, because you can't see the crotch. And I was like wondering if I should do it, and then in between those 3 days, the whole YouTube is over party came out. The hashtag YouTube is over, or YouTube is dead party. It came out, and I was like reading all about it, and like one of the rules for this like new thing for, I guess, the demonetization, which doesn't really matter for me because I don't monetize my videos right now. Maybe in the future I'd like to. I don't know. Depends on how big I get. Depends on if I actually give a shit that hard. But one of the things is insinuated sexual themes or whatever. Like that, literally, that dryad, I assume, would be under that, because you could see her crotch if you actually look at it, and you can see her boobs if you. That's clear. But that makes me wonder, how far could I play with The Witcher now? I mean, I'm gonna play all the way through because I don't care, and this right now doesn't affect me because I don't monetize my videos. But when the time comes, does that like mark me? Does it mark me to be like, he's not worthy, don't monetize? There's like a hooker right here. All right, if I go to this hooker, just looking at this hooker, does that ensue sexual themes? Because she's a hooker. What do hookers do? We all know what hookers do, unless you're a kid and don't know what a hooker is. And if that's the case, don't look it up. But we all know what this hooker does. Will I lose monetization or get like this video banned just because this hooker's in the video? What if I talk to the hooker?
Spend some gold and I'll get wild.
Is her saying that insinuating that sexual themes? I mean, spend some gold and I'll get wild. Will that ban this video from monetization, or will it ban it from being like existed? Like, or what if I actually do spend some gold? Will that get me banned? Is this gonna be will this affect this?
Show their gratitude when they're freed, but I promise you, you won't be disappointed.
I'll hold you to your word.
Will this entire scene get banned? Because I just had sex. I mean, clearly I'm going to censor this card that I got. But will that affect me? See, that's the question. They didn't really specify. Does the virtual world count in this? Like, does video games count in this rule? Because there's clearly nudity and sexual themes in The Witcher. What about political? There's one that talked about political views. This game, all games have some form of political outcry to them. Does that count? Who knows? I don't. They don't. See, the one thing with these new rules, they don't specify. And that's the scary part. Is when somebody doesn't specify their rules, you start to worry, because that means the rules can be abused. That's why everybody's freaking out. Doesn't mean YouTube's dead. Everyone keeps saying YouTube's dead. YouTube's not going to be dead because there's little kids and they make their Minecraft videos. So long as those little kids make those Minecraft videos, this YouTube's not going to be dead.
What do you want?
Greetings, dwarf.
Racial segregation with the first words uttered.
What do you want me to call you?
Bah, you're like everyone else. Like the whole accursed city. Vizima humans get everything, we get naught.
I neither live in Vizima, nor am I human.
What then?
A witcher. A mutant.
Well, in that case, sorry. I'm Golan Vivaldi. My cousin Vimy Vivaldi once met a witcher. A debt collector, apparently.
I'm Geralt, and I'm no debt collector.
What brings you here?
Running away from the Witcher stuff. I mean, the YouTube stuff. I believe Geralt was in fact the guy that went go looking for Vimy. But because Geralt has no memories, he doesn't remember it. I think it is, because I've actually stopped reading the books until the 5th one comes out, because, like, I always get, like, anxiety that there's not going to be another book available to read for me to read. So I've read The Last Wish. I think it's called The Last Wish. Basically the first 2, which are prequel books to the series, and the first book. And I was on the 2nd book. Oh god, I gotta burp. Sorry. I'm very sorry. Anyways.
How's business?
I don't want to discuss it.
Your choice.
Yes.
A lucky dwarf.
What brings you here?
So yeah, but most things in this game have major references to the book. So did the 3rd game. 2nd game, not really. 2nd game was like its own thing in the Witcher universe. Well, the 1st and 2nd game, 1st and 3rd game were like,
I'm looking for
to
the
the
leader of a
roots.
certain organization.
You suspect me because I'm a dwarf?
I have several suspects, not only dwarves.
What do you want?
I've got my eye on you.
Come back when you stop talking crap.
I want to discuss Salamandra.
Why?
The professor's bail money came from your bank.
You offend me deeply with this slander.
But
Generations of Vivaldis built this bank, and you suggest our gold serves criminals? Out!
I believe you. Why do you deal with the Scoia'tael?
I understand their cause, though
So why talk to them?
cooperation is the only way of taking care of my interests.
And with humans?
Within the lore. If we've no faith in the lore, we've nothing. Now, goodbye.
I believe you. Nothing but a pile of suspicions. I have to assume you're clean for now.
You've rejected racial prejudice and realized the truth. When you discover the true culprit, you tell me. I'm curious who it is.
see, I don't have proof besides the fact that the guards told me that the money came from his bank. But doesn't mean he particularly paid the bail. It just means somebody who uses his bank paid the bail. You know what I mean? So it doesn't mean we have proof. Just because somebody used his bank to pay the bail doesn't mean he is the culprit.
I'm so...
Yeah, and also that you hear, like, she almost said something. I almost got banned there, guys. So I had to hurry into the door.
Finally, the Witcher Geralt answers my call.
I already answered your
We
call.
meet again.
I need your help again.
Oh.
With what?
A grave matter. Something that could prove a milestone in alchemy.
Alchemy.
Connected to your profession, too.
Tell me more.
Sorry, I got lost in thought.
Okay. You had a
You had a
job.
job.
Help me fulfill my life's work. A tower stands in the forest swamp near Old Vizima.
A princess up top, dragon below? Thanks, but I'll pass.
Silence, please. Legend says a mage and alchemist built the tower. No princesses or dragons.
So what's my job?
The mage died ages ago, and the tower was forgotten. The power within it attracted and deformed nearby creatures.
In short, it breeds monsters?
Precisely. I want to examine that source, Witcher, and write a dissertation certain to immortalize my name. I'll have access to secrets that have been hidden away in that tower for years. Unfortunately...
I'll see what I can do, though I'm sure this won't be easy.
Were it easy, I'd not need you. Breaking into a powerful mage's lab is complicated. We must gather detailed information on the tower.
Where do I find it?
In the tales and legends recounted by elders and swamp folk. In old books, too. Recorded wisdom is infinitely more reliable.
Any specific titles in mind?
Run St. Alvaro's The Secret Gates, and an alchemy treatise, Ain Soph Hour. I know a certain dwarf had a copy of The Secret Gates. The second book, written by an anonymous gnome, was lost long ago, and could be hard to find. While you search for these, you can test my newest invention, a crystal that links places of power and my workshop. It will allow you to teleport, disintegrating your being into billions of pieces that travel beyond the time-space curve.
And then it'll reassemble my being in your lab? Sure about this?
There is some chance of error, but it's minuscule.
See, my name's Chance, so there's a guarantee it's a chance of error. So you could guarantee go buy those 2 books from the book guy, except I think they're pretty expensive. The book guy being that dwarf in the corner that sells all the books. You can buy both there, guarantee. Or at least I think he tells you where you get to. Vivaldi has one, I think. Although the same one you get from Vivaldi, I think you could find in the swamp. So we're gonna go check the swamp. Actually, before we go check the swamp, let's deal with some main quests here before we head to the swamp.
Eternal fire, fill my heart.
Because I dealt with Carmen. I believe I could get a quest in here. Where's that cutscene?
Who's there?
Just a witcher.
Just?
Geralt, greetings.
What happened?
A show of force. They smashed a window and packed 3 bolts in Coleman's gut. Used dispersive bolt heads. A Havkar speciality. And highly illegal.
Who killed him?
Damn Scoia'tael. Now folk will call him a good man, saying how he helped old ladies. A sense of pogrom approaching. The damn shits threw up a list of enemies, and they've begun eliminating them without regard for the consequences.
Why Coleman?
Anger? Revenge? Some elven youth probably overdosed. A note on one of the bolts read, White Death Trader. He was selling Fistech to kids, cheaper than anyone else. And you know how addictive it is.
I'm surprised they acted in town.
They feel strong now they've got arms. Some fool did business with them. I suspect Harren broke. What terrible times.
Fragmenting tip. Enters the stomach as 1, exits the back as 3, mincing the internal organs. Hawker's specialty. Useless against armored soldiers, the tips burst on the surface of even the lightest armor. They're used to kill civilians, for show, as a cruel warning. I know where the weapons that killed Coleman came from. I need to avoid those situations, remain neutral, not get involved.
Yeah, so essentially because I let those Scoia'tael at the beginning in chapter 1 go, the goods that they got were able, well, not only because of the goods they got, but because not letting them go, it results in you killing them. Because they die, they don't come over here and kill him. So now he's dead. And there was a quest with him, and I tried to initiate it, but he wouldn't let me. So now he's dead. And I think his quest lets you get a specific piece of information for one of the characters, like one evidence, and also because I didn't start the quest, his money isn't there, so you can't grab it. One thing I noticed is if you start his quest, the rewards from the quest will spawn as an inventory, and then if he dies, it'll just spawn out here. But I didn't start the quest, so now he's dead. And normally I would just restart and go do it all again, except I'm not doing that because it's a recording, and I don't want to fucking restart. Because I think the earliest is when I went to go talk to that guy in his house. Remember the detective? That was like, what, a session or two ago? And I don't want to. So I'm just gonna do some stuff over here. Apparently there's... Yep.
No sign of Javed or the professor. This bunch should cave easily. Let's do this.
What's that? Who's this? This wasn't our deal, cop.
Relax. Just a witcher. Surely you know witchers are golems. No will of their own. Follow orders quick and easy. No complaints. Right, Geralt?
Right.
See? Nothing to be afraid of. You didn't exactly come alone. Now let's deal.
I don't trust him. Heard he was a fucking murderer, cut up over a dozen of our people.
Let's not play who killed who. That's the past. We're interested in the future. Your future. Which will be unpleasant if Javed learns you cheated him. And believe me, he'll learn shortly if you don't start talking.
You bluffing? You don't scare me.
Enough. Where's Javed? Where are the Witcher's secrets? Spit it out before I feed you to the rats.
Vincent, stop him. I know nothing. I was assistant to Salamandra's accountant. Javed stopped trusting me. I don't know where he is or what he intends.
The professor?
I don't know. He went off somewhere.
Bullshit. You need encouragement.
You promised me protection in exchange for my testimony. On my mother's grave, I know nothing. Stop him. You're a cop. This is murder. You're gonna stand by and watch?
No, I'm leaving. Besides, I know you had a part in murdering Raymond's family. Witcher, make it quick.
So that's basically confirming that it was Raymond who had, the detective who had his family murdered. Because I wasn't sure before. Like, it was kind of like a hinted thing, where it's like, it's probably his family, but we haven't heard worded proof, so, you know what I mean? I guess not. Dagger's always worth more than that. I don't know which more expensive, sword or a heavy club. All that food. Eventually I won't need that food, but right now I do. Alright. I think that's only... Well, I could go talk to Shani. So let's go check with Shani. Out of all the things that you can do at night, at the moment, I think Shani and... No, I think the only things you can do really at night are talking to Shani and a couple quests. However, I haven't initiated those quests, or I've done them already, so let's go to Shani. The old crow.
Welcome! Make yourself at home. Well,
Oh,
goodness.
okay. This is the first. Usually when you first talk to her, she's like, What are you doing here? Get out! Oh. Right.